if some festival will be there, no, that time I'll not get the time, this much time. So that day I feel, even though I miss something today, I feel like I miss something today. Mm. So how you
Yeah,
celebrate Sri Ramnavami?
yeah, I was celebrating well. Basically, so many people are busy at that day and participating are different kinds of ceremony you can consider. I
Mm-hmm.
got a crowd of people at the one place worshipping to the altars, enjoying the day amusemently. Yeah, I think that was really a special day for all of the citizens' life.
Here in my place also, we can say that we had a 3 days celebration. Before 2 days, we used to have the haldi function, isn't it? Like that they celebrated.
Yeah, you're right. In my area also, it's been going on. I think 2 days, yeah, even 3 days maybe, and all the people were so much excited internally to indulging self and doing something else. Okay, for their relatives, for their loved ones, for their families, always visiting to the market, buying some clothes, some stuff related of worshipping, so many things. All of them were doing nowadays.
Mm,
Yeah, appearance of the peoples, a different
yes,
kinds of character you can consider, which
yes,
comes out during the festivals, yeah, any occasions. Have you ever noticed the people are very introvert, very shy internally, but they get the chance for dancing on the floor,
yeah, that time only people will
amusemently.
come and they'll gather together and they'll have fun. After that, they'll be at their home regularly. This I feel that
Yeah,
this is the occasion where we can have fun together and we
yeah.
can.
So at that time, in the certain time, at that time, you will be know their internal quality.
Yes,
Like someone's a hidden inside of them,
yes,
right?
yes. If we will not talk to that person, we have a different opinion on that person. Oh, he's very reserved, something like that. When this type of the occasion will happen and we'll talk to that person, we are able to what actual the person is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
sometimes I have some opinion on that person, but I when I talk to them, no, they are completely different. Oh, like
yeah.
this.
You're right. Because we are the humans, right? We do not have the exact better sensibility to understand exact the emotion of people's the exact character of the humans, right?
Yeah.
Without talking with them, right? Without observing the way of talking, their internal opinions about any matters, how can we judge any of them by watching their face expressions, yeah, their silence, right?
Yeah.
It's very difficult to judging anyone nowadays, right? So if we do not want to, if we don't know about anyone's, we do not have any kinds of right to judging them, how they are, yeah,
Yes.
how they can be, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if our thoughts are constantly bothering internally of us about any person's character, we need to just go close to them and talk to them for a 5 minute about putting any kinds of matter by knowing exact quality of them.
Yes.
Any people's, strangers starting to talking with you in a sudden moment, you will be guess how type of person they are, because still we are a elder little bit, we have experience of life. This experience will help us to observing the exact quality of anyone's, right?
Yes.
For
Yes.
having only 10 minutes with them, right?
What you said is absolutely correct.
Yeah. So, ma'am, so say something. How are you improving your skills nowadays, apart from attending sessions?
I'm I'm reading books and watching conversations, and daily I have sessions with someone. Like
Mhm.
this one, I'm doing some vocabularies, working on some vocabulary. One
Yeah,
question:
ma'am, you're
do you
right.
have any technical knowledge?
Technical knowledge.
Yes. Issues. But I don't know to whom I ask, so that's why I'm asking. See, earlier my phone is a new one only. I do not have that much problem when I joined in this group. No, when I have Skype application and all the groups are there. No, whenever I have one session and my phone gets start heated.
Okay. Yeah, because I think the reasons behind it because still the weather season is going on. No? I think summer season is going on. That is
Yes.
the reasons behind it. Our phones has becoming hit by the
Mm,
temperature of the weathers. Okay,
okay.
so don't use full of time because our data will be opening all the time and it will
Yes.
be directly connect to the networks. And I think opening the network all the time, radiation will be transforming, going and out, coming. So radiations make us hit all the machines by the
Yes.
observing the temperature of the weathers, right? That's why it is
Not
happening.
this 1 week you can say it's happening so much. So whenever I tell that this time I'll have a session, that time only what do you say owning the network.
Yeah, you are right, but this is very problem this is also problem because if you turn off your network, how will you know someone's message? They are really messaging me, right? If you have a session with anyone, so you
Yes.
have to confirm with
Only
that
decide
new
one year
persons.
only until now I'll decide that to whom I have to talk. The
Hmm.
12 at 2 o'clock I have this session, I have that session like this.
Yeah. First, before you just confirm with that persons,
Yes.
and by the reaching of the this time before you 10 minutes or 20 minutes later, before you just open the network, so you can
Yes.
get their message also, right?
Even it's
I
too hot
also.
here. Here also it's too hot. 42 you
Mm,
can say.
yeah, you can see I'm wearing t-shirts because of these reasons. I'm getting heavy temperature nowadays. That's why I don't prefer myself to wearing shirts. Yeah. Okay,
So
ma'am. So, mhm.
yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm giving you any topics. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure.
yeah. What is your opinion about educations? Why education is very important for the humans nowadays? Say something, your opinion.
Yeah, sure. See, education is plays a very important role in our life. In a family, if a woman is educated, she will make the whole family. She'll educate the whole family, isn't it?
Yeah,
See, in earlier days, only men will be educated. The time the females are not having that much opportunities to towards education. I'll tell about my story only. My mother's side, my maternal side, everyone is educated. Even that time they used some PUC, something like that. My mother completed her PUC or HUC. I didn't exactly then identify. It is equal to the inter. So that time they'll get the job very easily. Even she had an offer for twice for a government job, but my father didn't allow her to go due to they live in a what do you say that a joint family. There are two. My parents and my father's side are 12 members, so it is a big family. And my mother is the second one. My father is the second person in that, so it will not possible. He didn't allow to her to go. So only my mother is being educated. She is at home. The rest of the everyone is doing from the education department only. So she passed since 3 years back only. She had a regret that if I got a chance, I had a chance also, but your father didn't allow me to to do the job. If I would be there, something different, I'll be there. Right now I'm facing this much problems, she used to say. Everyone
mhm,
have a regret, no? So
yeah,
I feel that no, girls is also should stand on their feet, and they should study.
yeah, yeah, ma'am, you're right. Because as a being a male persons, according to me, have a lots of chance you can consider, have a lots of options. If they are not educated, so they can do a different kinds of work outside their homes, any places they can visit and starting working under someone's. But it's a very difficult for the women's, right? Because if
Yes.
the women's doesn't educate, so it's quite difficult to survive in nowadays, right? By the maintaining the home situation as well as maintaining the balance of outside work also by self, take caring of kids as well as any emergencies appearance in the life, so they have to maintain by their abilities, right? So
Yes.
that's why in this team the requirement is that the women to be educated nowadays.
Yes.
Okay, because if the women are going to educate, so they can be maintain the balance of all the things equally, more than male persons, according to me, right? Women's has a really great understanding more than me, male persons, according to me. And yeah, you can say these kinds of opportunity, yeah, you can say promoted, right? Because before time the being were not allowed to give any kinds of educations to their girls, right? Because they as a consider like they would be get married and after they have to just live in into the homes only. They couldn't do any kinds of work like boys. These kinds of perception were there at the time. But nowadays we can get lots of unpredictable events, occasions, yeah, and things have done by the women's, right? Before times, which I
Yes.
still we are having the narrations, descriptions, so many things. So that's why we can consider about the education of women nowadays also. We should be promoting them, we should be allowing, we should be providing the better facilities to them to learn something and making their future. So we will be promoted them, then they can do better than male person. I know, and in this time especially, if I talk about the government primary school, so I get many of women as a teacher there, more than male.
More than they, when I used to work in a school, where more and more women only they are hiring
Yeah,
compared to men.
because yeah, because as a I think the big member of that kinds of institute, they have understood very well. Women's the better for this job because they can be, uh, taken very seriously of their responsibility and
Yes.
giving their fully full of attentions towards their job. And obviously they will be done all the things which is a requirement in this field. So that's why, and they are acting like a parents also for their for all the kids, right?
Yes.
That's why, yeah,
More time in the
this is
school.
suitable. Yeah,
They'll spend most of the time in the school, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. And yeah, this is the suitable job for all the women's also, by having the little bit money for livelihood as well as they can be a better post also, right?
Yes.
So
And
yeah,
they'll get is more holidays also. Where we if we go from private jobs, other jobs other than this teacher jobs, something like that, no, where the working hours are more and they don't have holidays also, isn't
yeah,
it?
you are right. But it doesn't matter. Nothing will happen to spending like much more time without doing any kinds of things. Yeah, if you really want to take some kinds of leave, so you have a submit some kinds of leave letters, right? You can
Yes.
be visit some as a cousins with your families and spend well times. Yeah, that's easy, right? It depends on us, like what we think about any situation. It becomes a
Mhm.
hard, yeah, easy, depends on our think, right? Otherwise everything is no, nothing is possible, nothing is very hectic, nothing is very hard, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because nowadays I'm also getting so many beginner who does not want to maintain conversation just like that because they consider if I make mistakes so people starting laughing at me.
Mhm.
What, who are stopping them? Their own thoughts, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
It,
their own considerations.
yes, yes. See, even when I have some conversations in audio, I say that shall I record that? They say that I do not have a channel. I'll just talk to them like that. Why don't you start your channel? When I say that, they'll say that once we get a perfect, then only we will start our channel. So this type
Yeah.
of opinion is there. If I ask the
Ah,
reason, they say that no, if we commit any mistakes, no, what people will laugh at us, isn't it? So
yeah,
that's why I want to start later. So then that
yeah,
time I tell that no, you should start now only. How you will be able that you are this how much you learned. Who's
yeah,
if you commit any mistakes are there also, na, so many people are there, they will help you,
yeah.
isn't it?
That's
I
you're
feel that
right.
this
Yeah,
platform is very good here. So many co-learners are there, and they are helping. They're very available, and they're helping hands also, isn't it?
yeah.
To
Do not
always
afraid of
help us.
making any kinds of mistake in life. This is a
Yeah.
process, right? Without having done any kinds of mistake in your life, how will you get the piece of corrections, right? This is the
Yes.
fact now. Without having the pain in your life, how will you get the peace of having the happiness in your life?
Mm.
Everything is a fact. You have to understand. People are afraid. I think without having any proper reasons, this is the insecurity of people's thoughts.
Mm.
The humans have the bad behavior, overthinking about any matters. Automatically, the biggest reasons behind them, their thoughts, is the biggest enemy of them.
Yes, they
Right?
put them back, isn't it? They first decrease themselves only.
Yeah. No one will you distract you, misguide you. Your thoughts will be the responsible for you. Your
Yes.
failure, right? You are not going to succeed in any kinds of field because of
Your
your
thoughts are
thoughts.
your actions, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's why. If negative thoughts will be going on internally of you, you have to go against them, right? Otherwise, everything will be possible. Need to change your opinion about anything because everything is possible. Have you ever noticed those things from you are reading a lot? After taking one step towards them, it's becoming easier than anything. And after done by yourself, you will be admiring yourself to around in front of the other people. Oh my God, I was early time I was frightening so much, and when I take the decisions to doing that, it becomes so easy for me, right?
Yes.
It is a yeah, it is a common thing. You always believe in yourself. Go against your thoughts because being a human, always the negative thoughts will first comes out into your mind, and after
Yes.
that, positiveness will comes out.
What should
But
be
first,
daily?
negative.
We'll have 70,000 thoughts. We will get. We used to get it daily, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how you motivate yourself daily? I mean, it's a continue.
Sorry, can you repeat again?
How you motivate yourself?
Okay, there's no require. I think I don't motivate myself. Really,
But
I
the other day,
motivate
no,
someone.
today it's enough. I don't have session. I'll not have sessions. Like, do you have this kind of thing any time?
Yeah, when I don't get any kinds of sessions, so I just watch something at phones and as well as I reading some kinds of story. Apart from I'm learning a new kinds of vocabulary. Except apart from anything I don't do. I don't watching any kinds of reels, social media and etc. I don't have like I don't like.
Mhm. Do you play any cricket or football? Some people will say, "What's your
Uh,
allowed to
Still
play
in the
cricket?"
yeah, of course. I like to cricket, footballs, and I went to the stadium for watching. But now the summer season is going on, so that's why I couldn't go out of my home nowadays. But at the evening time, I have to session with the other people, so attending, and then I stuck in my personal works related homes. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't motivate myself. There is no requirement. I motivate someone, according to me.
See, when the person is having, what do you say, that courage, that he decided that I should do this. Isn't no? That time he should not require any motivation. Strong
Yeah,
desire to learn something, isn't it?
yeah. Because I believe to making our conversation is in a different levels. We are talking generally about communication skills, but it will not enough, right, to having the good experience, yeah, good fluency in your speaking. If you are talking only about the communication skills, so you will have unlimited sentence, limited like sentence structures, right? And without debating on different kinds of point, how will you be a better in this field, right? Because by the reaching out different kinds of matter, you have to requirement of aiding, yeah, finding relate of that vocabulary for transforming your sentence, right? So without reaching at that point, how will you addressing your vocabulary related
Yes.
of this matter, right? That's why I don't debate a lot on only the communication skill. I always put on my situations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what do you say that do you have pick any topics to have conversations?
Right now.
No, no, not whenever you have conversations with some persons, no, do you talk on topics,
Yeah, of course.
in different topics?
Yeah, any topic I put on.